the word hazard tattooed on their bodies. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
The Mexican mafia actually started not in Mexico, in a U.S. prison. It's considered one of the most dangerous street gangs in the country. Firefighters in Los Angeles say they aren't at this time ruling those two big fires that broke out within blocks of each other yesterday in downtown L.A. criminal, but they say they aren't ruling anything out. NFL owners are on board, they say, as the league proposes a new policy on tougher player conduct.
It significantly strengthens our conduct rules and programs. Everyone in the NFL is accountable to tougher rules and better procedures.
Commissioner Roger Goodell says the new rules call for paid suspensions and independent investigations. The House and Senate agree on a spending bill that will avert a government shutdown. House Speaker John Boehner.
It took this long to put this bill together. You look at the number of agreements that have to be struck on funding levels, on riders, and other provisions. There's a lot in this bill.
Among the details in the bill, a cut in current federal retiree pensions and a boost in the amount individuals can donate to political parties. Stocks down as oil prices fall some more. The Dow is off 261 points. You're listening to ABC News.
You've been thinking about switching to solar. Don't wait much longer, or you'll miss out on this year's federal tax credit. Move quickly.
Hey, everybody.
Time is turning. Solar.
Thanks for tuning in to the Big Rich Gilgallon Show. Great to be with you today. Thank you.
Pushing for extra fees to make up for lost revenue. Warning: you must have your solar system.
Let's get it on.
Running by midnight, December 31st, or you'll miss out on this year's federal tax credit. Energy prices are expected to increase by as much as 40% in the near future. Go solar now with no down payment, interest, or payments for a whole year. You can afford it because we finance. Get your government money and save big every month. Big Energy is getting nervous, and the door of opportunity is about to slam shut. Paying $150 a month or more on energy bills? Then call 1-800-MY-SOLAR now for a free in-home assessment. 1-800-MY-SOLAR.
My home, my savings, 1-800-MY-SOLAR.
It's been almost 2 years since the Sandy Hook school shootings. Ahead of the anniversary on Sunday, families and victims, as well as activists, went to Washington, calling for stricter gun background checks.
Gun deaths have exceeded motor vehicle deaths in 14 states and in Washington, D.C. There have been 95 school shootings since Newtown. We will not sit idly by while our children and families are being shot and killed.
Bo Murray from the Newtown Action Alliance. The NYPD is pressing ahead with an internal investigation of the police officer principally responsible for the unauthorized chokehold death of Eric Garner.
Officer Daniel Pantaleo appeared before the NYPD's Internal Affairs Bureau. Investigators questioned him about the maneuver he used to take down Eric Garner that the medical examiner here determined helped lead to Garner's death. Police Commissioner Bill Bratton has promised an expeditious internal review that could result in Pantaleo's termination. The police union has argued Pantaleo is literally an Eagle Scout who deserves to remain on the force.
ABC's Aaron Katursky. Department of Transportation is out with its on-time performance ratings for the airlines. Hawaiian Airlines is at the top of the list, followed by Alaska, AirTran, Delta, JetBlue, and Virgin. We're at the bottom: American, United, ExpressJet, and Envoy Air. Prince Albert of Monaco and his wife, Princess Charlene, have given birth to twins. The little girl was born 2 minutes before the little boy, but she won't succeed her father to the throne because she's a little girl. This is ABC News.
Does your furnace need repair? Your house need cleaning? Or maybe you're ready to update your kitchen, big or small. Whatever your home improvement need, log on to handyman123.homeadvisor.com. Home online resource with instant access to top-rated remodelers, maids, handymen, roofers, and many other home contractors. It's easy and it's free. Just go to handyman123.homeadvisor.com. Handyman123.homeadvisor.com.
Mr. President.
Handyman123.homeadvisor.com.
Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
I can hear you. I can hear you. The rest of the world hears you. And the people are not building down. Well, hear all of it.
What will you do without freedom? They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom.
I was the best because the crowd loved me. And the crowd, and you'll win your freedom. I will win the crowd. I will give them something they've never seen before.
Year talk radio veteran, voted best in the valley. It's the Rich Gilgallon Show.
And thank you, Russ O'Hara. And thank you, Kate Smith. Thank you, Ray Charles. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the studio audience. Oh, no. Please. Hump day in the desert of Southern California, 78 degrees. Whistling through the palm trees here in the Gulf capital of the States, the Coachella Valley. It's great to be with you today. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me here at High Noon. I'm your humble host for the next 2 hours on this testosterone-laden hair on your back radio station, Newstalk 920 KPSI. And you can start your day every day with the Glenn Beck radio program and all the blaze as the offer. That's on from 6 to 9, followed by excellence in broadcasting, the Rush Limbaugh Show. Immediately following Rush, it's Rush, then Rich Gilgallon Show. And by the way, that coincidentally happens to be yours truly, mate. Followed by Dennis Prager for the hour. Mark Levin, Dennis Miller, Dr. Savage, and throughout the 2014-2015 NBA season, it is your home for the Los Angeles Lakers basketball broadcasts. Thank you all for joining us. Well, let me just say to start today, I was fascinated to read on the Breitbart this morning. Story by Charlie Spiring, I believe, that the president of these United States, Barack Hussein Obama, is now blaming conservative talk show hosts for American anger over executive amnesty. He's not. This is how crazy this guy is lately. I mean, this is very, very scary. You got a president of the United States who feels like whatever he thinks is correct, and anybody who argues with him is bad. Not that we have a different point of view, but they're bad for America. So he thinks it's because of conservative talk show hosts that Americans are angry over executive amnesty. It couldn't be further from the truth. There's nothing conservative talk show hosts. Thank God for conservative talk show hosts who at least are pointing out things to the glorious leader. Does he think he's in Korea, North Korea? President Obama not pleased with conservative talk show hosts, including Rush Limbaugh and Laura Ingraham and Rich Gilgallon. Well, it doesn't say that, but I trust that. You know. Why doesn't it say that? That's the question. Why does it say Rush Limbaugh and Laura Ingraham and not Rich Gilgallon? Why is that? How is that possible? That's small market radio. That's what happens. Now, if you in my listening audience would call your family members from around the United States of America, you see, and you would say, you know, this guy Rich Gilgallon. I mean, if you believe in this, spread the word of the Rich Gilgallon Show. Spread it all over the country. It's on video every single day. It's on iHeartRadio. It's on TuneIn Radio. The video is on YouTube. The video is on Google+. It's on www.newstalk920.com. Available all around the World Wide Web. And then if you guys would start doing that, help me out. I'm trying to help you out. If you would do that, then hey, then the article would say President Obama's angry with Rush Limbaugh, Laura Ingraham, and Rich Gilgallon. So it's up to you. Spread it around. You know, go to YouTube, pick up the show on the video or the website. There's a little thing up in the corner. It says YouTube. You click that on. And then there'll be a sharing button there. You can share it on LinkedIn. You can share it on Google+. You can share it on Facebook, particularly. Now, if I could ask you to do that, I would appreciate the page already. Then just all you have to do is share it when I put it up. But if you're not, then go ahead, find it and spread it across the country. That's just a little promo. All right, early phone call. It's the Rich Gilgallon Show. First name, please. Hey, Bill out in Palm Desert. That's a long last name, baby. Out in Palm Desert. Bill out in Palm Desert. How are you, brother?
I'm doing great. I just wanted to be careful with this. Remember, when you get up there with those guys, you're going to have the IRS.
No, they're already there, bro. Let me tell you something. You don't have any idea. Believe me when I tell you that I have felt the sting of the not only the federal government, but the government of California. I don't talk about it on the air because it would just light the fuse. But I can tell you this right now, that they have affected me in a negative way. So. I mean, apparently Governor Brown wasn't too happy with the Rich Gilgallon Show in Palm Springs. They might not know me, you know, in Breitbart land, okay? But I guarantee you, they know me in Sacramento. I know that for a fact, because I think I'm the only. I mean, I know that there are other conservative talk show hosts in California. Obviously, Savage is in Frisco, so he's probably the king. He's the king of California. But you know, in Southern California, in LA, I don't know. Does anybody know? Is there a conservative, local conservative talk show host in LA or San Diego? Or I don't know. I'm not aware of one if there is. So yeah, that's the thing. You have to own your own show to be able to really talk. And thank you, brother. Appreciate you. All right, Rich Gilgallon Show. So the president, that he is annoyed with talk radio. Obviously, I've been on the receiving end of people really angry at me about not just these executive actions, but have been ginned up by some of the conservative talk shows that think I'm usurping my authority, despite the fact that every previous president has exercised the same authority. That's not true. See, that's a blatant lie, and this is what he does. So I've done it, nobody else has done. Nobody else is trying to pass 10 million people. And really, if he had his druthers, is there anybody who doubts if he had his druthers, he wouldn't just let them all in? Does anybody doubt that? Does anybody think that this president is actually concerned about the borders of the United States of America, about, as Dr. Savage would say, of borders, language, and culture? Do you think this president cares about that? No. Answer, no. Obama admitted that there were good people who actually believe in immigration, but were concerned about rewarding somebody who broke American laws. He also reminded the audience there were people who were worried about new immigrants depressing low-wage sectors of the economy. he's right about both of those things. I think the facts are on our side. I think the studies have shown that over time, immigrants aren't lowering wages, blah, 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 blah. Typical liberal pattern. All right, we're just getting started here on Hump Day. I'm just getting warmed up on the Rich Gilgallon Show. By the way, just downloaded 14 new bumpers starting today. You'll hear one of them when we come back right after this on the Rich Gilgallon Show, Newstalk 920, KPSI.
Eliminate fear of houseworks forever. Here's the coach, Rich Gilgallon. Are you awake when your desert dropping for an extended period of time? Have you received the call that your house is flooded, toilet overflow, washing machine, broken pipe? Do I have a solution for you? Water cop, water cop, water cop. Automatic water shuttle will eliminate all fear of water damage to your house forever. It's amazing. If one drop leaks, your water will shut off immediately and you'll get a call. No more sleepless nights. Water cop, water cop, water cop. Perfect for your home, back home as well. Call 760-564-8840. That's 564-8840. Go to homefloodprevention.biz. That's homefloodprevention.biz. Water cop. Stop water damage before it starts. Go to homefloodprevention.biz. Water cop is recommended by insurance. And of course, the coach. That's 760-564-8840. 760-564-8840. Water cop, water cop, water cop. Selfies. Selfies? Really? Well, Dr. Robert Rance in North Palm Springs may not know how to do it, but he couldn't be happier. Because if people are taking selfies, it means they're smiling and sharing it with the world. But if you have a shift,
Just polishing up the old nooker.
and you hesitate to smile, don't worry. It's an easy fix. Call Dr. Robert
That's better.
and get a free consultation. Bob has been helping your neighbors get a healthy, beautiful smile for over 35 years. He's a master of
Come on over here, Rusty. Everybody say hello to your brother. Let you see this hookup. Come on.
What do we got going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only,
What's
Russ
up?
O'Hara himself, ladies and gentlemen.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays.
One of the great radio legends in America.
So he says. So that what Dime will give me a cup of coffee? What do you think?
People are they're observing you now.
They're observing me live.
Yes, live and by the way on the tape for all eternity.
Really?
Yes,
Oh, well,
long after we're gone. This,
live forever, right?
I hope so.
So do I. Nice meeting you, people. Hold on.
What's the matter, Gene?
Close the mic. I can hear everything you're saying.
Oh, thank you.
What did I say any bad
We didn't
words?
say any bad words, thank God.
Good.
Oops.
$15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. 5022 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. HealthyNet is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 800-545-5022 to take your call now. Call 800-545-5022. That's 800-545-5022. Again, 800-545-5022. Warning. The CIA's Financial Threat and Asymmetric Warfare Advisor has just gone public with frightening $1 trillion economic extinction level event that could soon strike America. He's revealed that our military and intelligence community are now ready to implement an operation they call the Day After Plan. It includes preparing the Pentagon's Raven Rock Mountain complex near Camp David, as well as Mount Weather's maze of underground bunkers, codenamed Area B, for the arrival of members of Congress and the White House. It's critical you view everything this CIA has uncovered before it's too late, because when this unstoppable collapse begins, it will unleash a 70% stock market meltdown. And shortly after, any money you have in your bank could be eradicated without warning. To get the real story, go to OperationDayAfter.com. That's OperationDayAfter.com. OperationDayAfter.com.
Start your Sundays, every Sunday, with a new perspective, an eternal perspective. Every Sunday from 7 to 8, it's the Eternal Perspective, brought to you by Men of Messiah. Men of Messiah, a group of local to promoting the Word of God. Tune in every Sunday at 7 o'clock for Chuck DeVoe and Rich Gilgallon, brought to you by Men of Messiah. It's the Eternal Perspective.
Join us 7 a.m. every Sunday morning.
Come on! Welcome back. Sorry about the mic. I don't think we said anything bad, though. Thank you, Gene Nichols. Living in America. Wow! Come on, everybody. Clap your hands. It's great to be with you today on a gorgeous Chamber of Commerce Day. Yeah, yeah. Oh, when you sing James Brown, all you have to do is go. Everybody. Ow! Ha ha! Wow! Hey! That's all you gotta do. You know, you just give it like, hey, hey, I'm living in America. Hey! That's great to be living in America, isn't it? Or what? What am I, the Lone Ranger? Am I the only guy glad to be living in America? I hope not. I know it's tough these days, I know. But things are looking up, slowly but surely. Do not call me Shirley. Why do I think things are looking up? Well, because the clock is ticking on what I believe will be the last liberal administration in my lifetime. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited that the majority, the great majority of the American people spoke loudly and clearly on Election Day. Unfortunately, as I've said many times, the great red wave stopped at Riverside County in California. And but I do not give up hope. You know, with great groups like the East Valley Republican women, like the Lincoln clubs all over the valley, like the Republican clubs over at Shadow Hills, like the Republican clubs all over the place, like the Tea Party folk right here in the Coachella Valley. You know, there is hope. Where there is life, there is hope. And we are moving in a positive direction. And what you're seeing now is, particularly these last couple of weeks of this year, is the last dying gasp of liberalism in America. The last gasp. That's why they come out with this CIA report, so they can smack conservatives around it. That's why they're coming out with these trying to pass these bills. In the last couple of weeks, they should be passing no bills. They shouldn't be. I don't know what's the matter with John Boehner. I don't know what's the matter with my own. To just let this dust settle until we get a new Senate. There's no reason to do anything right now. In fact, we would be better off as a nation if they would just shut this government down right now until we get a Republican Senate in there. Because right now it's annoying. And I don't know why Boehner feels obligated to help Barack Obama, who has done nothing to help the American people since he's gotten there. I think the facts are on our side. Studies have shown that over time, immigrants are lowering wages. That's legal immigrants. Okay, that's people that come the right way. And that's true, that those people don't lower wages, and those people do improve the economy. Legal immigrants. We all know that. We're not anti-immigration. We're anti-illegal immigration. But they keep obfuscating that point, don't they? On purpose. We're not opposed to immigration. This is a nation of immigrants. And today he was out there. Just heard at the top of I heard it on Rush Limbaugh's show, and Rush is absolutely right. This president, and it bothers me tremendously when the president of the United States, uses biblical analogies in a in a ridiculous way. I mean, this whole notion, well, Joseph and Mary, they didn't have a place to stay. Well, they weren't homeless. It's just, those are legitimate questions, says the president. And we have to be just as civil in addressing those questions as we expect people to be when we're talking to them. I would rather just make the argument on the facts, but just because somebody thinks that instinctually doesn't mean that they are bad people. Oh, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Mr. President. Mi amigo, Mr. Presidente, mi amigo. Thank you, bud. Good. I'm glad to hear that just because we are opposed to almost everything you are promoting, that doesn't make us bad people. That's true. We're not bad people. We're good people. Living in America. I could sing backup for James Brown. I mean, how easy is that? You just chime in every now and then. Living in America. What? That's all you got to do. Just throw it at him a little bit. 760-320-8255. Right here on the Rich Gilgallon Show. It's great to be with you today. It's a bizarre story out of Africa, okay, out of Tanzania. In the rural areas of Tanzania, men, women, and children with albinism, the albinos, which is a lack of pigment that makes them appear glaringly white, they're waging an extensive human rights campaign against communities who routinely attack them for their hair or body parts. Now, I mean, it's bad enough when you kill an elephant to take his tusk, but here, these Africans these Tanzanians are killing the albinos for their hair and body parts, which they use in potions to attract wealth and good luck. Wow. As the BBC explains, the tradition of cooking albinos into potions is not a new one in Tanzania. And the parents of albino parents are forced to fear that at any minute, a band of men may kidnap their children to sell to wealthy sectors of society for use in witchcraft. Now, you don't think that that there's a place to bring the gospel to Tanzania? Yes, you're on the air. First name, please.
Helen.
Yes. Hi, Helen.
Hi. I'm happy to hear that this was positive. I'm a lot less positive. In fact, I just got back to my mailbox. I got something to go to registration for. I say I left the Republican Party.
Well, tell me. And so you joined the Libertarian Party.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. What was your first name again? I'm sorry.
Helen.
That's fine, Ellen, as long as you're comfortable with not having any effect ever on anything that goes on in the state or in the federal government. I mean.
Well, in this state, we have some senators, so I can vote for whoever.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Listen, I think I am probably at this stage of the game. I'm sure I am more libertarian than Republican. But. Well, I saw a lot of hope, though. This guy. Right. And tell me what your reason is. I want to give you some time. Yes. Yes. Yes.
But yes, they still, in the latest funding, still agree with government shutdown, that they're funding Obamacare,
every single one of them that ran promised to kill it. You're absolutely right.
One person in the sale case don't on me, but why should I have one of the people that does percentage of registered Republicans in the nation?
Well, you know something. You're talking. You're making a lot of sense. Let me just say that. Yes,
Like
yes.
the latest one I find from 2013. There are some, shocking things in there that I don't agree with.
Right.
But they don't agree with everything the Republicans talk about.
I got. Well, thank you.
They're basically closer to constitutional principles. If you really read it closely, they're all on individual freedom, property rights, and much closer to individual responsibility and freedom, which is where I can't learn anything else to kind of to talk about.
Well, I appreciate the call. Thank you very much.
I love your show.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that call. And you know something, that's serious business. Serious business. And that's why, you know, when we look at what the speaker is doing, it's annoying. It really is. It's almost like you're afraid to. Republicans. Who was it? Was it Ronald Reagan that said, you know, they win the war and surrender? I don't know. Time for our local news with Dapper Denny Daily here on the Rich Gilgallon Show. By the way, thank you, Gene Nichols, for calling to tell me that the microphone was on during the last break. I'll be careful to watch that, Gene. Newstalk 920 KPSI right here in Palm Springs. Stick around.
Hello again, everybody. Dennis Daily, Newstalk 920 KPSI, brought to you this hour by Hammermill Paper. Hammermill Paper is supporting the life-saving mission of St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital with a huge donation. Look for special artwork on the packages of Hammermill. Riverside County firefighters responded to a fire that damaged a garage in an unincorporated area of Desert Hot Springs. The fire reported in the 10 a.m. hour in the 1,500 square foot home in the 15,000 block of Avenida Florencita. The fire caused about $3,000 damage. CHP is reporting that a rock and mudslide is partially blocking the southbound lane of curvy California Highway 243, about 10 minutes south of Banning. A motorist contacted the Highway Patrol after running over debris and blowing a tire. A 48-year-old former America's Next Top Model TV finalist has pleaded guilty to several criminal charges, including 4 felony burglary counts. She was immediately sentenced to 12 years in prison. Renee Alway finished in the top 3 back in 2007. Riverside County Board of Supervisors has approved a request from the County Sheriff's Office to buy 2 helicopters for public safety operations. Beyond that, the supervisors did not entertain the suggestion that the choppers be equipped for firefighting. The vote was 4-0 to buy the U.S.-made choppers. Federal investigators have now joined other experts in sifting through the rubble of this week's monster fire that destroyed an under-construction apartment complex in Los Angeles. The Monday blaze not only destroyed the 7-story would-be complex, but caused significant heat damage to several nearby buildings. At last check, the Dow Jones Industrial Average down more than 220 points. High today 78, tomorrow 77. Tomorrow evening, we should see rain move into the area overnight and then rain again likely on Friday, clearing out on Saturday, partly cloudy skies, but by Sunday, temperatures below 70. Dennis Daily reporting for Newstalk 920 KPSI.
In football, you go long, but with Canyon Copy and Print, you can go big. It's Canyon Copy and Print's Go Big Sign and Banner Sale going on now. Need a banner or sign for your business? Then get over to Canyon Copy and Print today and pay the lowest price on a 3x8 foot banner, just $74. Window signs 3 feet by 4 feet, just $75. Need business cards, copies, signage, and more? Then Canyon Copy and Print is the place to go. No job too big or too small. Check them out on Yelp or Facebook. Canyon Copy and Print, 242 North Palm Canyon Drive, Palm Springs. Go to CanyonCopyAndPrint.com.
We celebrate the Valley's rich arts and culture offerings in the December issue of Palm Springs Life, California's prestige magazine, on the newsstands now. Subscribe at PalmSpringsLife.com or by calling 800-775-PALM, or pick up a copy of Jensen's Finest Foods at Palm Springs and Palm Desert, at Bristol Farms, or at Whole Foods Market in Palm Desert. Be sure to check out our interview with filmmaker John Waters, who appears at the McCallum Theater this month. Our inside look at the private art collection of one of the Valley's biggest philanthropists, and our coverage of the Valley's art scene in our annual Arts and Culture publication that's found inside this issue. Palm Springs Life is smart, current, and inspiring. Subscribe at PalmSpringsLife.com or by calling 800-775-PALM. Or pick up a copy of Jensen's Finest Foods at Palm Springs and Palm Desert, at Bristol Farms, or at Whole Foods Market in Palm Desert. Palm Springs Life, California's prestige magazine.
Life. It's good. Yep. But it can still pile up. Yeah, we get that. And sometimes, well, you find yourself adjusting that to-do list. Yeah, we get that too. But at Dr. Robert Wren's office, your oral health is at the top of our list. Always. Dr. Wren's makes certain of it. It's Bob's passion, not his profession. And it has been for over 35 years, Palm Springs. Giving his patients a great, healthy smile. He loves it. That's why he became an MAGD. That means Master of General Dentistry. Master. And it's easy to get started with a free consultation. Call Dr. Wren's at 760-325-1108. Or find Dr. Wren's online at drrobertwrens.com. Get started on your healthy smile. Call us at 760-325-1108.
Oh, yeah. Come on. How about that bass line? Play some horns. Come on. Let's rock and roll today, you and I. What do you say? Listen to that trombone in there. The break of day. Searching for something to say. I can't get that high. I can't sing that high. My eyes. All right, welcome back. All right, so I'm gonna take a little flash poll here, because I have downloaded as a bumper for later in the show the song to which I had my first slow dance. Oh yeah. Now, do you remember the song that you first slow danced to? Okay. I mean, you know, not with your Aunt Maggie at the, at somebody's wedding when you had to stand on her toes, not that slow down. The first time that you slow danced with someone of the opposite, well, I can't even say it anymore, but the first time you slow danced with someone in a romantic way, you know what I mean? I mean, a romantic slow dance. I have downloaded my first slow dance song. And so I'll take a little poll. I'll tell you what, here's what I'll do. Here's what we'll do. If you can guess, now I'm 60 years old. So let's say it had to happen between 1968 and 1970. Something somewhere along there. And if you can guess, and it shouldn't be that difficult, because if you're 60, I'm sure that it might have been your first slow dance tune, because there wasn't all that many slow danceable tunes that would be played at like high school sock hops and whatnot. But if you can guess the first slow dance tune that I slow danced to, I will give you this CD with 14 of our new bumpers on it. This list includes what you just heard, 25 or 6 to 4, Living in America by James Brown and others. So if you have to guess, though, 760-320-8255, all right? And I'll be very honest, because we will play it, and because I'm always very honest, then we will play it, well, I'm not always very honest. I do the best I can. In this dying flesh, I do the best that I can, and I'm monitored now by a group of men who keep me as honest as is humanly possible. 760-320-8255, right here on the Rich Gilgallon Show. So I was talking about this insane thing in Tanzania where they go after these the albinos, who are the whitest people in the world, by the way. And not only do they take them and kill them, but they boil their body parts down to make potions in. with. Am I the only guy talking about that in the country today or what? Rich Gilgallon Show. First name, please. Hi, Carol. How are you? Whoa, 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 Carol. You're the top of the barrel. You're the sweetest apple of my eye. How about that, Carol? That was just for you. How can I help you today, Carol? Oh, now there's a good one, Carol. Was that your first slow dance? Oh, could only have one first slow dance, Carol, but you could have a first slow dance with several people. Is that what you're saying? And you know, the one thing you can't do, say the Platters was your first slow dance with number one, and then you can't have that song as your slow dance for number two. You know, you have to have a different song for slow dance, and where you got to be careful. You don't want to get mixed up when you're talking to number 3, 4, or 5 about which was our first slow dance. So you can't. It's not fresh in your mind what your first slow dance was.
Not really.
Yeah. Now,
I guess it has that
well, it's a great song. Oh, the Platters were so good, you know. And what about many a tear has to fall, but it's all in the game. No, they were. I mean, the music for those days was just amazing. It was amazing. I'm so glad that I grew up in this age of music. I really am. Really is. Well, yeah. Well, you can't understand. I said it with the hand. I feel it for the heart. Then I went to sing it. The for the sing. You can't understand those lyrics. Yeah. Well, I'm on a family show here, so that's the idea. Well, thank you so much, Carol. Thank you. Oh, you're the best. Thank you, Carol. Very sweet. Carol leaves the line open at the 760-320-8255. A little flash poll, if you can guess what my first slow dance was. Rich Gilgallon Show, first name, please. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Hunky dory. That's what I'm talking about. What can I do for you? Okay. Stardust. Stardust is a great one. That's a little before my time. Just a little before my time, Stardust. Although that's an unbelievably romantic slow dance tune. Do you remember your first slow dance? What was playing?
Well, there weren't many boys around. They were all in the service. I probably danced with a girl sometime or other.
Well, you know, people don't realize that when the guys were in the service, they still had sock hops and dances. But the girls, but you just, and what do you do? Flip a coin to see who'd lead?
Yeah. It was just fun because you wanted to dance.
Yes. Wow, that is such a great a piece of Americana that you have blessed us with today. Thank you so much.
I guess I must have, my kids must be, have done a small dance, because I'm a little older.
Well, what a pleasure. Thank you. Just a little before my time, Kevin. Not very far. Thank you so much. You know, they tell me that women don't listen to the show. I mean, you know, can you believe it? It's the Rich Gilgallon Show. Up, see, Daisy. Rich Gilgallon Show. First name, please. Well, hello there, Meredith. I miss you, Meredith. What a pleasure to hear from you, Meredith. How are you, darling? You are not so much older than me. You're about 2 weeks. You're about 2 weeks older than me. What was it? Oh, it doesn't get much better than that. And you can remember it like it was yesterday. Johnny Aiken. Wow. Oh, that's such a great song. Such a great song. Theme from a Summer Place, which was, by the way, just an amazing movie. With, I believe, William Holden. Am I right? No. There was who? Troy Donahue. That's who it was. Troy Donahue. Yeah. Oh, the really. How are you doing? I saw something. I thought about you the other day. That there was something online about I Love Lucy. Something going on about that. But. Yes.
James Kern directed something I've never seen before. It had to do with 4 or 5 Santa Claus. I've never seen that episode.
Wow.
But then the rest with some of the old stuff, you know, when she told him she was expecting,
No.
and when she went to the hospital. That was always.
And she actually was expecting when she told him she was expecting. Well, what a joy for us to hear from you, Meredith. Thank you so much. All right, we'll play later. Thank you, Meredith. God bless you.
Okay.
Meredith leaves the line open. It's the Rich Gilgallon Show. We'll be back right after this. Stick around.
Bring in the new year in style and celebrate the Riviera Palm Springs. Up close and personal and exclusive evening with Frank Sinatra Jr. Starts with Frank Sinatra Jr. and his spectacular orchestra performing in the legendary Grand Ballroom at the Riviera Palm Springs. It's a magical evening of entertainment, dancing, and culinary delights, including a 4-course gourmet dinner prepared by award-winning executive chef John Roberts, while resident entertainer Martin Ross gets the evening started. Tickets are available now by calling the Riviera Palm Springs at 760-778-6617. That's 778-6617. New Year's Eve at the Riviera Palm Springs with Frank Sinatra Jr. Up close and personal. Go to psriviera.com/holidays for more information.
Strangers in the night, exchanging glances.
Bomani.me crowdfunding veterans proudly presents music, entertainment, and activation this Friday, December 12th at Palm Canyon Roadhouse. Performing live on stage, Pocket Yellow and Richard Finn. There'll be door prizes, raffles, and great drink and food specials all night long. Doors open at 8 p.m. Help our veterans this Friday at the Palm Canyon Roadhouse with your donation this holiday season. Bomani.me crowdfunding sponsored by Airport Car Wash, Tantastic, YC Jewelers, Euro, Yes I Spa, Fresh, Chiro Strong Academy, Great Shakes, and RR Broadcasting.
Hey everybody, there actually is a free lunch at the Indian Springs Golf Club. The Indian Springs Golf Club, long recognized as one of the top championship courses in the desert, invites you to play a round of golf at their regular rates and receive a free lunch at the new Clubhouse Grill. Now, you can play a round of golf on an immaculate 6,800-yard challenging, yet player-friendly layout, and then be treated to a free lunch in the Clubhouse Grill with views of the 15th and 18th greens from the patio or through the restaurant's wall of windows. Indian Springs is the best golf value in the desert with tournament speed greens that are a perfect 10 and has received a 4-star rating from Golf Digest magazine. Oh, great golf, followed by great food, and you don't even have to pay for lunch. Located in La Quinta, West India, on the corner of Jefferson and Westwood Hill Drive. For details, visit our website, IndianSpringsGC.com, or call 200-8988. Great food, great friends, great time. Schmitty's Tavern in Palm Desert offers the best in beer, food, spirits, and entertainment every Tuesday through Saturday night. Enjoy Schmitty's famous $5 lunch every day of the week, and Schmitty's 3 for 3 happy hour 4 to 7 days. Football is back with great drink and food specials for every Thursday, Sunday, and Monday night game. Catch all the action on Schmitty's all-new 70-inch, big screen TV. Great food, great friends, and great time. Schmitty's Tavern, Highway 111 in Fred Waring in Palm Desert.
Swing in the Lumpy. From Lumpy's family to yours, happy holidays, merry golfmas, and happy new golf year.
Let Lumpy's expert team help you pick out the perfect new gear for the golfer on your list. Swing into Lumpy's to find all sorts of great new gift ideas, and your holiday purchase is backed by the Lumpy's promise. So to spread that holiday cheer, swing into Lumpy's. Merry Golfmas and Happy New Golf Year.
Swing into Lumpy's.
Start your Sundays every Sunday with a new perspective, an eternal perspective. Every Sunday from 7 to 8, it's the Eternal Perspective, brought to you by Men of Messiah. Men of Messiah, a group of local men dedicated to promoting the Word of God. Tune in every Sunday at 7 o'clock for Chuck DeVoe and Rich Gilgallon. Brought to you by Men of Messiah. It's the Eternal Perspective. Join us 7 a.m. every Sunday morning.
Watch out now. Where's those girls? Where's all those girls standing behind me? The amazing Robert Palmer. Hey! How can it be permissible? We're rocking out today. I just feel like rocking today. Compromise my principles. Yeah, yeah. She's everything. Her kind of love is mythical. Yeah. Anything but typical. 760-320-8255. But now I find her simply irresistible. She's so fine, you just have to wonder where the money went. I never quite understood that. Never understood that line. She's so fine, you just have to wonder where the money went. It's Rich Gilgallon Show. First name, please. Hiya, David. How are you there, Davey, old buddy, old pal? What's going on?
All right. I'm about the first love song by the King.
Oh, that wasn't mine, but was that yours, Dave?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's you. How could you ever forget that? Oh, I mean, if you couldn't get close to somebody dancing to "Love Me Tender," forget about it, bro. I mean, what a great song! And boy, these kids today. I hate to sound like my grandfather and his father and my old man, but they just don't know what music is anymore. I find, in large measure. I mean, "Love Me Tender" by the King. Wow, what a great song!
That movie and that song was the turning point that kind of allowed parents to start accepting Elvis. He was a real.
Well, I'll tell you what allowed.
Parents hated Elvis when he first started, the way parents hate some music today.
Right. What changed that, though, I think you'll agree, was Ed Sullivan, who after Elvis came out and sang a song, he brought him over to stand right next to him, and he said, "Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a fine young man." I'm getting choked up thinking about it, because when Ed Sullivan took Elvis Presley and stood right next to him, he grabbed his arm, as I recall, and he said, "Now, I just want everybody to know, ladies and gentlemen, this young man right here, this is a fine young man." And that opened a lot of doors, as only Ed Sullivan could. But boy, I tell you, he could. I don't know. I mean, when you talk about five greatest, I don't mean to use the term pop music, but five greatest voices of all time. You got it's a small crew. It's Sinatra, Elvis, and talk about voices, amazing. So you first slow dance to "Love Me Tender." Whatever happened to her? Do you remember her name? Oh man! Wow. Well, thank you. Was it also your first kiss or no?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the first dance led to the first kiss. I'm not surprised by "Love Me Tender." I'm not surprised that was an easy transition, Dave. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Sure, we had sock hops. Let's go to the hop, baby. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man, very much. Thank you. I mean, I could talk about this is what Mark Levin hates when Dr. Savage or Rich Gilgallon change the subjects. But you have to do it every once in a while. So I have a flash poll if you're just tuning in. If you can guess, by the way, the song that I first slow danced to, I just looked it up, came out in 1970. So I guess I was 16. First name, please. Stevie. No, good, man. I'm hanging in there. 1970 actually is the year this song came out. No. You know, I may be one of the few people in the desert of Southern California that actually witnessed the playing of In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida by the band Iron Butterfly with my own 2 eyes. And I'm going to tell you, I think on the record, the song is 24 minutes, but live, it was more like 84 minutes. That's a good one, brother. I appreciate it. What was your first slow dance there, Steve LaRue? All right, brother. Hey, Stevie, I appreciate you, bro. Hang in there, buddy. Hang in there, my brother. Stevie leaves the line open on the Rich Gilgallon show. I don't know if you're having any fun, but I am. All right, that's time for one more. Rich Gilgallon show. First name, please. Was that your first one, Bobby? No, you're so suave, bro. You know, I don't know. You know, I was talking to somebody the other day. They were 22, and I thought, would I want to be 22 for an hour? I don't know, maybe for an hour, but not.
We're younger than them. People in their 20s are old people before their time, and we are like Frank Sinatra, young at heart.
Yeah.
His birthday's on Friday. We're gonna have to have a real special Friday, not just banging our heads. This Friday is all Frank Sinatra on the Rich Gilgallon show, brother. Dedicated to Frank, and we'll remember Dino and Sammy and
all right.
everybody.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate you, buddy. Great to be with you today. If you can name my first slow dance tune, 1970 it came out. I mean, in a romantic way. Then I'll give you this brand new CD I just made. All right, we'll be back right after this on the Rich Gilgallon Show, Newstalk 920 KPSI in Palm Springs. Stick around.
Whoever said there's no such thing as a free lunch has never been to Perch in Rancho Mirage, where culinary masterpieces served free of charge to each and every visitor each and every Friday from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. It's just our way of saying thank you for visiting our kitchen, bath, and outdoor showroom. Live joyfully at Perch. Visit us online at pirch.com. pirch.com. Rush Week in Review, Saturdays at 9. The Hot Talk is on Newstalk 920, KPSI, Palm Springs.
Management of the company. I went to them directly. And then when they failed to act, I contacted the BSA, went to their website, reviewed everything, and then made a confidential report.
If your company copies software illegally, report it confidentially to BSA, the Software Alliance, and you may be eligible for a cash reward. Go online and input nopiracy.org or call 1-888-NO-PIRACY.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. The NFL has seen more than its share of trouble this season, and not necessarily on the field. Today, team owners unanimously approved a new conduct policy, not just for the players, though, for everyone associated with the league.
Effective immediately, a player charged with a crime of violence will be put on paid leave while the NFL investigates. The NFL's Jeff Patch said the player could be punished with or without a criminal conviction.
Standard for violating a workplace policy, and therefore for having some sort of workplace sanction. That's a different standard. That's a lower standard.
The minimum for a first offense is a 6-game unpaid suspension. For a second offense, the player would be banished from the league. Aaron Katersky, ABC News, New York.
Today, police and federal agents in Los Angeles carried out 36 search warrants and suspected members of the bloody Mexican mafia street gang.
29 of the defendants are charged in a racketeering conspiracy count that outlines the activities of the gang, its allegiance to the Mexican mafia, and the various tactics it employs to impose fear in the community.
Acting U.S. Attorney for Los Angeles, Stephanie Natakura, been diagnosed with sleep apnea or just an insomniac. A new study shows if you are, you're more at risk of developing dementia. Dr. James Leverins didn't take part in the study, but he treats dementia at the Cleveland Clinic.
People who tended to have a lower oxygen level in their blood during sleep had more of what we call microinfarcts. These are very small strokes that have been correlated with memory loss and thinking skill problems and aging.
The problem comes when you spend less time in deep sleep. That leads to less oxygen in your blood. Royal babies born in Monaco, a boy and a girl, Prince Albert and Princess Charlene. The girl, Gabriella, born 2 minutes before her brother Jacques. She'll never succeed her father to the throne, though, because she is a she. That was down 261 today. This is ABC News.
This is a special alert to consumers who owe back taxes to the IRS.
Due to financial hardship consumers are facing from the decline in the U.S. economy, the Internal Revenue Service is now accepting reduced settlements from consumers on back taxes, resulting in back taxes reduced by thousands of dollars. An open phone line has been established by Federal Tax Relief for consumers to call and see if you qualify for this reduction to ensure your financial stability during this decline in the economy. Take down this number or store it in your cell phone, but call 1-800-237-2199. That's 1-800-237-2199. If you owe back taxes to the IRS, there is no need to fear anymore. The IRS is now accepting reduced settlements from consumers, resulting in tax debts reduced by thousands of dollars. For your free information and to see if you qualify for your reduction, call the Federal Tax Relief Hotline, 1-800-237-2199, 1-800-237-2199. That's 1-800-237-2199.
It only took $7 billion, but Detroit has pulled itself out of bankruptcy. Michigan Governor Rick Snyder says it'll officially end at midnight. State-appointed emergency manager Kevin Orr has implemented a budget that eliminates Detroit's debt. The world's top sneaker company is suing some former employees for selling secrets to a main competitor.
Nike accusing 3 of its former designers taking computer files containing plans for sneakers in the future, what they'll be made of, how they'll look. Claims those ex-employees were planning to sell the secrets to Adidas. Nike's filed suit.
The monetary number is at least $10 million, but what they're really trying to do is stop these guys from using the information, making sure that they give back the information, that under oath they are forced to say that they are no longer selling it, using it.
ESPN's Darren Ravel. Doug Limerick, ABC News.
Maybe it was Santa taking a test run in his sports car. Police in Escondido, California are on the lookout for the driver of an SUV who crashed his BMW into the roof of a garage. George Strother and his wife were in bed just after midnight when they heard a loud noise. Well, at least the wife did.
My wife thought it was an earthquake. She was really freaked out. And I didn't even notice. I think I probably had just fallen asleep again.
The 2 cars parked in the garage were damaged and the driver hasn't been found. This is ABC News.
Trying to sell your old car? Instead, donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind. Pickup is free and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-953-4036. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats, whether they run or not. Call right now and receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to over 50 locations. Call 1-800-953-4036. Donate your car today. That's 1-800-953-4036.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Oh, boys! I'm back! Back,
Back in the saddle again. Where's Richie? Back in the U.S. Back in the U.S. Anybody seen him? Richie! Home, sweet home. Welcome back. It's the Rich Gilgallon Show, hour number 2. Home, sweet home. Richie left his home in Scranton, Pennsylvania for some California rap. All right, 760. 320-8255. Having fun today. We're going to just have fun in spite of what's going on in the world. In spite of the fact that the president has blamed Rich Gilgallon for the country's anger at immigration reform. You're on the Rich Gilgallon Show. First name, please. Hello? Hello? Speaking. I got Mikey. All right, 1970. I was 15, having a little dance, all right, let me hear it. Let me hear it, brother. That was a little after my time. That's a good one, though. That's a good one. You know, there's only. It's interesting in the whole sort of musical bibliography of the time. There were only a few that made it that were really big hits, slow love songs, dance songs, and you know, that was one of them, but that was not the one. But that's a good guess. What was yours, bro? That was a nice one to slow dance to, yeah. Right. Sitting in the morning sun. I'll be sitting when the evening comes. Yeah, he was, you know, what a sad story. You know, he was so young. And what an amazing talent Otis Redding was. You know, and the sad thing is that the only song most people remember is Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. But he was like James Brown when he would perform. I know, he was amazing. Well, thank you, brother. Thanks for trying. I appreciate it. We're getting closer, though. We're getting closer. Sure. Little Charlie. I sure do. He's one of my Little Charlie Ryder. Oh, Mr. Ryder, how are you, brother? Get out of town. You know, I had the great misfortune of having well, I was fortunate. I always enjoyed playing with Charlie, and he beat me like a drum at the in the Golf Channel Amateur. But I had you worried there for 9 holes, I think. I had you worried until I hit a ball from the 5th fairway into the bunker on number 2, and that pretty much was the end of my day. And that was it. But I tell you what, let me just say this: I was very, very impressed. Not only by Charlie and his comportment in an adult tournament, and I think he was like 11 years old at the time. But I remember he hit the ball into one of those palm trees with his second shot, and we both drove up to the green. And he said, "What do I do?" And I said, "Well, unfortunately, in a tournament, you have to go back to where you hit it because we can't identify the ball." And so, okay, he went back, and then he hit it to like 80 feet or 60 feet from the pin. So I thought to myself, I said, I think I got him on this hole. And then he rolled in a 60-footer at 11 years old without even missing a beat. It was one of the greatest bogeys that I have ever seen in my entire life. So, well, good for you. Is he still playing? Oh, that's great. I'll tell you, we're going to hear a lot. I believe we're going to hear a lot about Charlie Ryder. Thank you, Mr. Ryder. I appreciate you, brother. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. All right. It's the Rich Gilgallon Show. First name, please. Ted? Hiya, Teddy. How are you? What can I do for you, brother? Like Bill Clinton? I know. I told you. I was. How was the crowd? Did he have a good crowd? Good. Okay. You're 80? That's a good one. Yeah, somebody guessed that one already, but that'd be a good guess. And the thing about Love Me Tender is that could have been your first dance in 1956 or 66 or 76 or 86. That was they still play that one at all these dances. Thanks, Teddy. I appreciate it. All right, Rich Gilgallon Show. First name, please. Hello. All right, who's ringing? Somebody was ringing. All right, the phones are open. 760-320-8255. You're on the Rich Gilgallon Show. First name, please. Jay Bird, what's up? We're contemporaries now, Jay. I'm a little older than you, but we're contemporaries. All right. That's a good guess, but that's not the one. This Let It Be was. It was a DJ, but it was played by live bands. It was, I think, the most popular slow dance in 1970. I will say that it's not an obscure song. It's one that was a raging hit by a very popular rock and roll band. And yes. Is that right? When he talked to the label. They liked it better than in the garden. They liked it better than in the Garden of Eden, baby. Well, back in the day when FM just began, when there were no 3-minute restrictions on records, that would be every DJ on an FM station in the 60s, when FM really began to take root, would keep that album close by in case there was a bathroom break or an emergency. They just put that on for 24 minutes and move on.
Valley back to Los Angeles to be a freshman in high school in 69, 70. That was my introduction.
Oh, well, then you must have. You didn't give up on Russ O'Hara on KRLA, I'm sure.
Oh no, KRLA was
it was like album. Yeah.
64, I lived in Los Angeles also.
Yeah.
Coming to the Valley, and that was the station that played us the Beatles and everything.
Yes. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, FM, Cammy, KLMS, all that good stuff in Los Angeles was a big deal. And you got a lot of 4, 5, 6-minute songs on there. That was just when I did places every day.
Well, plus the DJs were completely different. I mean, the AM radio, Cousin Brucey, come to AC, see who that was.
They were mellow.
Yeah, because they were smoking dope in the studio. That's why the whole thing changed. FM changed. It changed everybody. And it came along at the same time as all that weed came along, and so it became a. I'm going to play it. If I don't hear it, if somebody doesn't guess it, it'll be the last bumper today for sure. Thank you. Right toward the end. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate you, brother. 760-320-8255. Right here on the Rich Gilgallon Show. We're having a little flash poll. Just a flash poll. My question to you is, what was your first romantic slow dance? What song? We've heard a lot of them from people in the 50s and the 40s. We haven't heard much from the 60s, a little bit. Or the 70s. This was like in the beginning of 1970, I think. And so it was a very, very popular song. And I know that I'm not the only person that had his first slow dance to this song. And it's a very, I'll give you a little hint. I shouldn't, but I'll just give you a little hint. It's not a very long song. Okay. I'll just leave it at that. 760-320-8255. You can guess that. I'll give you all today's bumpers. We'll be back right after this on the Rich Gilgallon Show, Newstalk 920 KPSI. Is a free lunch at the Indian Springs Golf Club. The Indian Springs Golf Club, long recognized as one of the top championship courses in the desert, invites you to play a round of golf at their regular rates and receive a free lunch at the new Clubhouse Grill. Now, you can play a round of golf on an immaculate 6,800-yard challenging, yet player-friendly layout, and then be treated to a free lunch in the Clubhouse Grill with views of the 15th and 18th greens from the patio or through the restaurant's wall of window. Indian Springs is the best golf value in the desert with tournament speed greens that are a perfect 10 and has received a 4-star rating from Golf Digest magazine. Oh, great golf, followed by great food, and you don't even have to pay for lunch. Located in La Quinta, West India, on the corner of Jefferson and Westward Oak Drive. For details, visit our website, IndianSpringsGC.com, or call 200-8988. East Valley Republican women keep their membership informed about statewide and national issues, voter information, as well as current legislation that is important to every person in our state. They meet the first Monday of every month at Desert Falls Country Club for a delicious lunch. Check in at 11 a.m. Their programs and speakers are not to be missed by anyone who has conservative values. Call Sue at 760-772-7096 for reservations and club information. This is your opportunity to get involved.
With what's going on in the financial and insurance world, wouldn't you be more comfortable buying your auto, home, business, medical, or life insurance from a local company? Celebrating 80 years in business in Palm Springs, Weingarten & Huff, they do it all, and they do it well. They represent some of the best insurance companies in the country, and they offer up to 20% credit if they write your homeowner and auto policies. One call does it all. 325-2526. That's 325-2526 for Weingarten & Huff. Since 1934.
Hey, this is Rich Gilgallon. Let me take this opportunity to thank my good friends, Watercop, for sponsoring the Rich Gilgallon Show. The Rich Gilgallon Show is the conservative voice of the Coachella Valley. That's me, Rich Gilgallon, every day right here on Newstalk 920 KPSI from noon until 2. And I couldn't do it without my friends at Watercop. Watercop, and the Rich Gilgallon Show. Partners. Newstalk 920 KPSI. Start your Sundays, every Sunday, with a new perspective, an eternal perspective. Every Sunday from 7 to 8, it's the Eternal Perspective, brought to you by Men of Messiah. Men of Messiah, a group of local men dedicated to promoting the Word of God. Tune in every Sunday at 7 o'clock for Chuck DeVoe and Rich Gilgallon, brought to you by Men of Messiah. It's the Eternal Perspective. Join us 7 a.m. every Sunday morning. Oh yeah. Come on now, get your dancing going. Are you ready? Come on, dance with me now. Say morning. Come on, give me a dance in there. Let me see your moves. Oh, look at Gene Nichols dance. Oh, there goes Gene. He's duck walking. Way to go, Gino. And it feels so right now. Rock and roll at its finest. I say yeah. You gotta feel so good. Yeah, so good. Come on. I say yeah. I love you, moaning. Come on. Tommy James and the Shondells. Now that is the rock and roll Tommy James and the Shondells. That was before hallucinogenics, unfortunately, came into rock and roll. Well, because, I mean, after that amazing rock and roll song, everybody started, taking other stuff. And next thing you know, it was crimson and clover, over and over. All right. It's the Rich Gilgallon Show. First name, please. Stevie, how are you, my brother? Oh, Steve, that is, I'll tell you what, you put that on eBay, you might put your kid through college, brother, because that is a collector's item, my friend. Yes. Stranger on the Shore. You're bringing us back there, Steve. Wow. But you remember it like you remember the name, and did you get? Was that your first kiss too, or did you have that before the dance? Yeah, that's a whole different kettle of fish, that first real kiss there, brother. Oh, I know. My first kiss passed away several years ago too, sadly. Well, thank you, Stevie. I appreciate you so much, bro. Thank you, buddy. You too. Rich Gilgallon Show. Oh. Rich Gilgallon Show. First name, please. Jim, wow, Jim, you ought to be on the radio with those pipes there, brother. You just beat my bass meter there, brother. What's going on? Yeah. Well, that was by the. I mean, can you imagine how lucky you were to be able to have your first slow dance to Frank Sinatra? Come on. I mean, does it get any better than that? Night and day, you are the one. Oh yeah. And under the sun, and near or far. Yeah, I mean, because Sinatra had this amazing ability. When you were down, over and depressed over a woman. I don't know if that's ever happened to you. But when you put his music on and you're just at the bottom of the pit when it comes to a relationship ending or something like that, and he plays those sad songs, the negative feelings you have, along with the sadness of the song, actually makes you feel better. It really is a mathematical equation. It's two negatives wind up equaling a positive. It's really crazy. But, oh, the best ever. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Appreciate the call. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. All right, we're getting a little flash poll, and it's taking over the show. That's why I love talk radio. Rich Gilgallon Show. First name, please. Bruce, how you doing there, Bruce? Yeah. The still doo-wop of the night. Doo-wop, doo-wop. That was a great one. That was not mine. That's a little before my time. In My Room was a great a slow dance song. In the place where I can go and tell my troubles to. In my room. Oh, what a great, those are two great ones. That was a slow dance song in my day, but that was not the first one. So thank you, bro. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. I love the way everybody's getting into this. It's really fun for me. Rich Gilgallon Show. First name, please. Hello? Hello. No, that was not the song. Dial tone was not the song. 760-320-8255. Little flash poll that we're taking. What was your first slow dance? Romantic slow dance. Not the one at Aunt Maggie's wedding where you stepped on her toes. And I mean, the first time you were snuggling up. Rich Gilgallon Show. First name, please. Ryan from Palm Springs.
All right, your song is Stand By Me by Ben King.
That's a good guess. Good guess, but not the one. Not the one. Not the one. But it's a good guess. What about you, Ryan? What about you, bro?
I don't know, man. I'm only 27. I don't know.
Well, I mean, is there no like Angel by you know, what's her name? I mean, there must have been one slow. Did they have any slow dances in Palm Springs?
Oh yeah, you know, and all that. I don't know.
Well, thanks for the guess, man. I appreciate you. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Ryan. Let me ask you a question. You're 27, and you're listening to the Rich Gilgallon show. I am. Are you a politically conservative?
Yes, I am.
Ryan, that's awesome, bro. Thank you so much. Well, that gives a lot of us older people a lot of hope to hear that, Ryan. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for calling, and I appreciate you, brother. All right. All right. So Ryan leaves the line open at 760-320-8255. Time's running out to win today's bumpers, which include Living in America. Include, what else have I played? 25 or 6 to 4. Include Simply Irresistible. Monet. I got a bunch of good tunes on there. First name, please, on the Rich Gilgallon show. Is this Anita? What's your first name? Linda. How are you, Linda? That's okay. What was your first slow dance, Linda? Oh, Frankie Valli walked you around the dance floor the first time. And was it a romance that would develop from the song or no? Well, listen, you're very sweet to call and weigh in, and I'm so grateful to you. Thank you for calling. Well, that's not mine. No, it's a little after my time. But we're getting closer. Thank you, hon. I appreciate you. We're getting closer. I'm surprised that nobody's picked it up. I mean, I think it was the most, for my generation, okay, 1970 now, I'm 16, 15, 16. Going to this dance, I was, I think, a sophomore. And, you know, I mean, I guess there might have been a slow dance or two before that, but nothing like this. This is with, and it was with Judy Gardella. So all my old classmates that are watching by way of video, you'll remember Judy, and you'll remember me dancing that slow dance with. Rich Gilgallon show, first name, please. Jeff, how you doing there, Jeffy?
I'm doing good. At last, by Etta James.
Oh, that's a great, I mean, what a great song that is. In fact, I think Cal David played guitar on that song. But no, that was not my first slow dance. But a good guess there, brother. Good guess. How about you? What was your first slow dance? At last. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, that's another good one. That's one already been selected. Rich Gilgallon show, first name, please. Nancy. Hiya, Nancy. How are you today? Well, now there's a good guess, Nancy. Moody Blues, Nights in White Satin. That was another slow dance song, but that was not the one. But that's the closest one we've had so far, Nancy. And I'll tell you this: if nobody else gets it, Nancy, then you'll be the winner, because that's the right time, and that might have even been played that night. but it's not the exact one, but it's close. So I'm going to put your name over here just in case nobody gets it, Nancy. Okay. And then and so keep listening, because if nobody else gets it, you'll be the winner, because that's a good second place pick. Thank you, Nancy. Nancy leaves the line open. The phone's just ringing off the hook. You tell me nobody listens to the show. I mean, it's unbelievable. The phone is nonstop ringing for 2 freaking hours right here. First name, please. What's up, Mike? How you doing, buddy? Well, that's a good one. And that one's been selected. Was that your first slow dance, bro? And who was that with? Do you remember who the first dance? You remember what the girl's name was? Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for the call. I appreciate you, brother. All right, time to go to our local news with Dapper Denny Daly. And then we'll be biggity back right here on the Rich Gilgallon Show, Newstalk 920, KPSI.
Hello again, everybody. Dennis Daly, Newstalk 920 KPSI, and here's what's making news. Riverside County Sheriff's officers have arrested the girlfriend of a man whose body was found recently. Published reports say that Darla Bennett, who is 43 from Moreno Valley, was arrested in connection with the slaying of her 47-year-old boyfriend, Juan Servant. Servant's body had been found dumped near Capizon. Another restaurant in the River Complex in Rancho Mirage is closing. Owners of the Aqua Plaza say that this weekend will be the last for the self-proclaimed California Bistro. In the past, the restaurant had been at odds with city officials over a possible subsidy to keep the eatery afloat. A 28-year-old former America's Next Top Model finalist has pleaded guilty today to several criminal charges, including a break-in in a Palm Springs home. Renee Alway was sentenced to 12 years in prison. She had finished in the top 3 back during the 2007 run of the program. The Riverside County Board of Supervisors has given the okay to a request from the county sheriff to buy 2 helicopters. Vote was 4-0 to buy the choppers, which are made here in the U.S. The metal theft problem in the desert is growing. Last weekend, thieves stole water pipes and pumps from several locations in Rancho Mirage. The Tolerance Education Center was one of them. More metal was stolen from towns in the East Valley. Thefts this year in the desert have tripled compared to last year. The Riverside County Superintendent of Schools will be sponsoring a 2nd annual Safe Schools Summit tomorrow. It'll be from 9 tomorrow morning until 3 in the afternoon at the Embassy Suites in La Quinta. CHP says a rock and mudslide partially blocking the southbound lane of Kirby, California 243, about 10 minutes south of Banning. A motorist hit debris and blew a tire. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed down more than 230 points today. The weather beginning tomorrow night turning nasty. We're expecting a rain front to blow in and cause a real mess on Friday. Dennis Daly, KPSI News.
iHeartRadio can save the moment. You're part of the daily grind shared by millions of others. It's called the Workday. And while you're producing your boss's plans for success, your radio signal barely gets through the fortress of steel. No problem. Listen online to your favorite stations clear as a bell with iHeartRadio. Plus, create commercial-free custom playlists. Type in an artist or song, and it does the rest. Experience the new iHeartRadio app on your phone, online, Xbox, and at iHeartRadio.com. It's free.
The Camelot Theater is your movie entertainment oasis. A winner in Sundance, Whiplash. It's cinematic adrenaline from start to finish. Ben Affleck stars in Gone Girl, a thriller about modern love gone toxic. See Tommy Lee Jones rustle up a feminist western in Homesman, the biopic The Theory of Everything. Celebrate scientist Stephen Hawking. Upstairs, it's Cocktails. Call 325-6565. On Barista Road in Palm Springs, of course. It's Campbell.
Eliminate fear of house floods forever. Hey, it's the coach, Rich Gilgallon. Are you away from your desert property for an extended period of time? Have you received a call that your house is flooded, toilet overflow, washing machine, broken pipe? Do I have a solution for you? Water Cop. Automatic water shut-off system will eliminate all fear of water damage to your house forever. It's amazing. If one drop leaks, your water will shut off immediately and you'll get a call. No more sleepless nights. Water Cop. Perfect for your home, back home as well. Call 760-564-8840. That's 564-8840. Go to homefloodprevention.biz. That's homefloodprevention.biz. Water Cop. Stop water damage before it starts. Go to homefloodprevention.biz. Water Cop is recommended by insurance companies. And of course, the coach, Rich Gilgallon. That's 760-564-8840. 760-564-8840. Water Cop.
The Irish Tenors, live on stage. Finbar Wright, Anthony Kearns, and Ronan Tynan.
the premier Irish holiday celebration tour. The Irish Tenors, performing your favorite holiday songs and all the songs you know and love. The McCallum Theater, Friday, December 12th and Saturday, December 13th at 8 p.m. Tickets on sale now at the McCallum Theater box office by phone 760-340-2787 or online at McCallumTheater.com. The Irish Tenors, the McCallum Theater, Friday, December 12th and Saturday, December 13th at 8 p.m. For full tour and show information, please see the IrishTenorsMusic.com. The McCallum Theater, we're your stage.
Wiggity, wiggity. Welcome back. Biggity, biggity, big biggity show. It's the Rich Gilgallon Show. It's been a whole lot easier. Oh yeah, this is a breakup song here. This is one of them great breakup songs. Little Miss, Little Miss, Little Miss can't be wrong. Little Miss can't be wrong. Hey, can't be wrong. You know, there's some great breakup songs out there. I think Jackson Brown's got the best one. What is that? I can't remember off the top of my head. When I do a breakup song show, we'll go to that one. I see the phone ringing. I don't see it ringing over there. There it is. All right, it's the Rich Gilgallon Show. First name, please. This is the last segment, so somebody's got to guess, or Nancy will be the winner. First name, please. Hello, Yvette. Thank you for taking the time to call. How are you? I'm just Ducky. Quack, 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 quack. All right. No, that's a good guess though. That's right around the same time. That also, I believe, was Tommy James and the Shondells in their hallucinogenic phase. You know, that's where Crystal Blue came from. Crystal Blue Persuasion. They were, and you know, the thing about it was they were such a great rock and roll band. And then they started, you know, they followed the Beatles plan into hallucinogenic land, and they came out with those two songs, Crystal Blue Persuasion and the other one I sang earlier. So, but thanks for trying. I appreciate you so much, and thank you for listening. What was your first slow dance there, Yvette?
You know what? I don't remember.
Really? You don't remember the nerves, how nervous you were going to like the first high school dance, and everybody was, you know.
Yeah, I remember the dance, but I was so nervous I don't remember the song.
Well, thank you, Yvette. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Yvette leaves the line open. It's the Rich Gilgallon Show, Newstalk 920 KPSI in the desert of Southern California. First name, please. What's up there, Brian? How you doing, bud? All right, I'm all ears there, bud. Oh, there's another great guess, Brian. Not it, but that's a good one. The first time. That was a slow dance. I mean, you couldn't dance fast to that song. Good guess. What about you, brother? What was your first one? From Journey. Yeah, there you go. That was, did Journey make any slow dance? Well, first of all, you know, the thing about Journey, that was Steve Perry, right? Yeah. I mean, this guy is, I have known so many women in my life that would leave their homes and run away with Steve Perry. And I mean, he's not the most attractive rock and roll singer of all time, but I'm telling you, the chicks dug Steve Perry. I mean, they really did, didn't they? Yeah. Thanks, brother. Thanks for the call. I appreciate you. A Journey song. All right, running out of time. Just 6 minutes away to guess, and then we'll play the song as the bumper on the way back. And believe me, you'll slap yourself. You'll just be slapping yourself when you say, "How could I not remember this song? This was the most slow danced song in between the years 1970 and probably 1985. I mean, you know, whenever you went to a dance and they play rock and roll, you dance, you know, and then they play this song and everybody would slow dance for years. Very famous rock and roll group, one of the most famous rock and roll groups of that time. The song I would not say is you know, something that you've never heard. I guarantee you have. And when you hear it, you're just gonna say, I can't believe I couldn't think of that one. I think it was the most romantic song of those rock and roll years between say 68 and 72 when I was in high school. 760-320-8255. We're still taking your calls on that. And now listen, I know, you know, that we didn't do much despairing of politics today. We'll do plenty tomorrow. Believe me. But we have to keep a sense of humor or we're going to lose our minds. All right. Let's see. Rich Gilgallon Show, first name, please. No, good guess, though, Bob. Not Endless Love. You're on the Rich Gilgallon Show, first name, please. Woo, 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 woo. Hello. Hi there, you're on the air. Hello? Unbelievable. Rich Gilgallon Show, first name, please. Kurt! What's up, Kurt? Is this my buddy Kurt? I'm all ears. Kurt! Kurt! You finally got it, bro! Kurt is the wiener. You are the lucky wiener, Kurt. Is that right? What's your last name, Kurt? Kurt Shoop. Kurt, you are the winner. This CD will be waiting in the studio for you, brother. Wow, good. Yeah, I'm so glad somebody guessed it. It is Color My World, and it's not a surprise. That's not a surprise, right? I mean, that was a pretty popular song. Oh, I mean, every single one of their albums. I mean, the Chicago Transit Authority album is if you want to talk about albums that stand the test of time, and Chicago too. And I mean, they were so brilliant. Peter Cetera, yeah, well, he's an amazing talent. Now, you know, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they were all buddies of Cal Davis back in the day. Cal went in the blues direction, and they went in the rock and roll direction. So, nice job there, brother. I appreciate that. All right, we have a winner. We have a winner, and pick that up at the studio whenever you want. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, we'll take our break right now, and then we'll come back and play my first slow dance song with the amazing Judy Gardella. I have no idea where she is today, but I'll never forget that dance. It's the Rich Gilgallon Show, Newstalk 920, KPSI.
We know Barb since school, and she didn't have those. So natural. I mean, she always looked great. Now, geez, completely different. Shh, they're coming.
Hey guys, what's new?
Well, forget us. We see what's new with you. Barb, you look amazing.
Oh, I know. Shoot a smile, Barb. She loves them, but hey, mum's the word. Folks think they're hers. And that's why she loves them. She's wanted them forever. Not for me. I thought she was fine. It's changed her life, though. Seriously, folks greet her different. She got a promotion. Even eats different.
The guy got it.
I heard it.
Isn't it amazing? The last caller. I mean, if I wrote that in a script, would anybody believe that? Come over here for a second. Let me introduce you to my audience.
Dr. Red.
Michael Collins, ladies and gentlemen.
Are we on the air?
We are live broadcasting from Sea to Shining Sea. Michael Collins, thank you, brother. Michael, very famous anchor man from Detroit, who's slumming with us here at Newstalk 920 KPSI.
The way you look tonight, and I love how you love me.
Two good ones. Two good ones. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Mike. Michael Collins, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round of applause. Thanks, brother. Can you believe the last caller?
It was great. The whole thing, you got to do that once in a while.
Yeah, I know. I tried to.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Really.
I know the other stuff just weighs on us so much.
Just
Not really enough. A half hour here, you know.
This was 90 minutes of fun.
That's great. It was fun.
Thank you, brother.
They do signs and banners too. In fact, I slaved big. Got us a 3x8-foot banner for just $74. Also got us a 3x4-foot window perf for $75. They even did the flyers and cards. Plus, they helped me with the design setup.
Wow, what a great deal. The Go Big sign and banner sale going on now at Canyon Copy and Print in Palm Springs. No job too big or too small. Go to CanyonCopyandPrint.com.
This holiday, the perfect gift to get the person who loves to dine out is a Desert Dining Club card. Purchase one right now and we'll give you $5 off our regular price of $39.95. Your price now just $34.95. The Desert Dining Club card will save you 33 or 50% off your total dining bill at over 70 of the Desert's best restaurants. This year, we've added Bucatini in La Quinta and Grand Artisan at the Miramonte, Mario's, Canton Bistro, and more. To order one and to find our list of restaurants, spa, and golf discounts, call right now, 760-327-0400, or go to DesertDiningClub.com. Over the past 23 years, the Desert Dining Club card has saved thousands of dollars for thousands of people who love to dine out. If you or someone you know loves dining out in the desert, then our card is the perfect holiday gift. Pick one up today at Lumpy's Golf, the Palm Desert Visitor Center, Pete Carlson's Golf, or the UPS store in Cathedral City. Call 760-327-0400 now. You love to dine out. We know you do. The Desert Dining Club is sponsored by Desert Lexus and Palm Desert Tobacco.
The Desert Dining Club.
Start your Sundays, every Sunday, with a new perspective, an eternal perspective. Every Sunday from 7 to 8, it's the Eternal Perspective, brought to you by Men of Messiah. Men of Messiah, a group of local men dedicated to promoting the Word of God. Tune in every Sunday at 7 o'clock for Chuck DeVoe and Rich Gilgallon, brought to you by Men of Messiah. It's the Eternal Perspective. Join us 7 a.m. every Sunday morning.
Well, I can see her now. I can see her right now like it was yesterday. Go ahead and slow dance with yourself if you feel like it. I think I will for the video. Oh, you're killing me with memories. I waltzed her around that dance floor like I was Fred Astaire. I'll tell you right now. I tell you right now. It's the Rich Gilgallon Show. As time goes on, I realize just what you mean to me. And now that you're near, promise your love that I've waited to share and dream of our moments together. Color my world with hopes of loving you. I'm telling you right now. I don't know about you, I got chili bumps all over me right now. Chili bumps. There's nothing like young love. Is there? Nothing like high school young love where you're just like, wow. I'm slow dancing with Judy Gardella to Color My World, cheek to cheek. It's like, wow, it's too good to be true. I just feel like I'm going to play the whole thing. And, you know, I might get in the hot soup, but what are you going to do? Everybody, color my world. Oh, listen to that flute. This was what was great about it. It was one verse, one stanza, that's it. Ah, those were the days, I'll tell you right now. Well, welcome back to the Rich Gilgallon Show, and I want to thank everybody for participating today in the I guess you could call that a flash poll. That was a flash poll, baby. We had a lot of fun. I had fun doing that today. The world's still going to hell in a handbasket, but we had fun today anyhow. I want to thank the many viewers of the program today. Now, I am going to, if you're on my Facebook page, or I'm going to go to my Facebook page, and we'll put this show on there. It's already, it'll be on there in a little while. And by the way, if you're listening to the show, this is a request, okay? If you could go to YouTube and find today's radio program, or you can find it on the website, it'll be cataloged. If you go to KPSI, www.newstalk920 KPSI, and you click on the scrolling picture, after Rush's picture goes by, then my picture comes on. If you click that on, and you go down to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday show, and you click that on, up in the corner, there'll be a YouTube, little thing that says YouTube in the right corner. If you click that on, and then share this on your Facebook page, or anywhere you do your social media thing, I would greatly appreciate that, because we had a lot of fun today. We didn't beat anybody up too bad, and even though we took it on the chin from the President of the United States, who blamed Rush Limbaugh, Laura Ingraham, and Rich Gilgallon. Well, no, he didn't actually blame Rich Gilgallon, but I wish he did. I mean, does he have any idea what that would do for my radio career if he could just blame me? Now, he'll be blaming me someday if he happens to move to Rancho Mirage, California. I'll tell you that. Because he's going to have to listen to me while he's up there on that mountain in between rounds of golf. Because I'm going to be whacking him for a long time after he's out of the White House, believe me. 760-320-8255 is the number here on the Rich Gilgallon Show, right here on Newstalk 920 KPSI. Color My World. Just the sweetest love song there. And that was my first real slow dance. It wasn't in the Gata de Vida. In the Gata de Vida went. 760-320-8255. Well, there's a new movie coming out, which is a very important movie for those of us who live here in the Coachella Valley, from Entertainment Magazine. It's called, it's Dwayne Johnson, who I like. I like Big Dwayne. He's made a pretty good movie career for himself. And it's called San Andreas. Boom, boom, boom. In the San Andreas, Dwayne Johnson and one of my favorite actresses, if not, well, one of my top 5, Carla Gugino. Oh, Carla Gugino. Play ex-spouses on a hunt to find their daughter, played by True Detectives Alexandra Daddario, after a giant earthquake hits the Golden State. From the looks of the trailer, it's the West Coast version of The Day After Tomorrow, complete with destroyed landmarks and attempted rescues by who else? The Rock. So it should be, interesting for those of us here in the Coachella Valley who live right close by the so-called San Andreas Ball. Every now and then, you get what might be the big one. I remember when Dennis Pogue and I were sitting right here in the studio when we had a 5-point-something or a 6-point-something somewhere, and everything was shaking, and we went outside, and I got a lot of chaff from the management here about abandoning my post. We were only out there for like 5 minutes, but I didn't, I thought at that point that discretion was the better part of valor, and evacuated Johnny Bruce and Dennis Pogue from the studio until everything settled down. And by the time we got outside, the cars were bouncing up and down. So you got to use your head when you're dealing with these earthquakes here in California. So it's a great subject for a movie. There was another one too with where California fell into the sea. Remember that one? And the water came from the Pacific Ocean all the way to almost like right here. Came almost to Palm Springs. Because I remember the girl that was in it played something on either Ryan's Hope or All My Children. Oh no, she was the policewoman on Chicago or Hill Street Blues. She was one of the cops towards the end of Hill Street Blues. Remember? And she was in this big disaster movie. I can't remember her name. And the water started coming up from the Pacific Ocean, and it kept coming. Another one of these leftist disaster movies, you know, the ecology trying to get you to I don't know what they're trying to get us to do anymore. They won't be happy until we're back in the Stone Age. But the only problem is you won't be allowed to burn wood to cook your venison or your coyote or your roadrunner. That's what they like. They would like us to live, you know, without electricity, without power. They hate oil with a passion. They hate oil. Dirty oil. Oh, dirty oil. Wasn't for oil and gas and coal, we'd all be shivering. Not me. I like power. I like to come into from a hot day and feel a cool breeze. I really do. All right. Well, I had a blast today. I got to tell you, this was a fun day for me. I thank you all so much for your amazing participation in this radio show today. What a joy to be here in the Coachella Valley hanging out with you. I'm grateful to you for your kind support and attention for these 2 hours. Stay tuned for Prager for the Hour, then Mark Levin, Dennis Miller, Dr. Savage, Laker basketball. I'll be back tomorrow. Until then, please do me a favor. Take it one day at a time right here on Newstalk 920 KPSI in Palm Springs. God bless you. God bless Dr. Robert Renz, and God bless these United States of America. See.
You used to love your hometown, but now the honky-tonk is over. Now life is a bitter thing, my sweet.
Now life is a mystery to me. Thought I'd give you a little bonus singing today. I ain't buying love strange. I keep trying. You used to be my party doll, but now you wanna live in clover. You used to be my number one. Now those salad days are over. See ya.
Times change, but the fascination strays. Love wins, but the passion just stays. I'll drink to those dancing days.
Selfies? Really? Well, Dr. Robert Renz in North Palm Springs may not know how to do it, but he couldn't be happier. Because if people are taking selfies, it means they're smiling.
Thank you.
And sharing it with the world. But if you have shit